goes directly to the core of progressivism. It's a war against God. Basically, what? If you allow me, I'll start from the beginning. We see this strange connection between all the progressive movements that you just mentioned and more, and the Hamas and the Islam. I mean, why Greta Thunberg, the environment girl, okay, global warming and all this nonsense. Excuse me. Okay, there's a big paragraph talking about that in the book. Why she connect herself to Hamas? What's the connection between global warming and the terror organization of Hamas that just slaughter kids and raped and did all these incredible evilness? What's the connection? What makes it? Now it's not just Greta. You see all these students in England and America and MIT and in Oxford getting together from the river to the sea. What connect the feminists, the LGBT or the homosexuals or whatever to Hamas? I mean, try to be homosexual in Gaza. Let's see how long you're gonna survive. Okay, are you here talking about an extreme religion? Yes, Islamism is definitely a religion that talk in the name of God. And here you talk about ideology that trying to erase identity on the way to erase God who created the world through different identities. Okay, so what is the connection between the two? It's a big question. And the answer I explain that I explain in the book, that these two ideologies, progressivism and Islam, main goal is to destroy civilization, to destroy the Western civilization, to destroy what I call the faithful, the monotheistic civilization. Now, the monotheistic civilization, the Western civilization, is based on two pillars. Okay, two pillars, 2 feet. One is identity, okay, because there is God, and God created the world by creating different identity. At the beginning, there was one big shambles, tohu vavohu. I don't know how do you translate tohu vavohu to English?
Chaos and emptiness.
You tell me how you translate the first paragraph in the book of Bereshit. But at the beginning, in the beginning, the world was in all mixed, one big shamble, and God was outside of the world. And how God get into our world and bring life to this world by creating different identities. There's light at the beginning and darkness, and then there's water, and there's sand, there's animals, and there's people, different identities suddenly creating life. And there's men and women, and everything comes to its right place by God. And that's how life is created. And the different identities testify that there is God. So the basic incentive of progressivism is to mix all these identities together, bring back the world into a position that it do not testify on the existence of God, send God back outside of that world and replace him. I will decide if I'm a man or a woman, not God.
By the way, guys, just wanted to say, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, like our video, comment, hype our videos. All these things really help us to grow, to get into the algorithm, and to continue to delivering videos, which I hope you will really appreciate.
See my point? That's the concept. Or I can decide also that I'm a fox. or cat, or it's all. And it's not that the God created this world. I create this world every day by making sure that there's no atomic power plant, for example. I shut down all the power plants in Germany, for example, or by deciding that not allow the entire humanity to use a fossil, cars that runs on gasoline, just electric cars, and all these ideas. That the bottom line is that the world exists because of me. Okay, I'm the one who decide if the world will exist or not. It's like the Babylon Tower again. It's not the first time it happened. Okay, I'm not going to get into all of that, but this is the progressivism concept. It's about fighting God. This is what standing behind it. It's not about women's rights. They don't care about women's rights, as we see. All the international women rights organization did not condemn the 7th of October. The terrible rape that went on 7th, they could not condemn it. How come? It's crazy, okay? And you see that all these organizations and the UN organizations that's definitely part of it were on the side of Hamas. So the progressivism is about destroy the identity pillar of civilization. But there's another side, another pillar, identity to civilization. Not only identity, but also liberty. Okay? These two pillars, identity and liberty, are the basic foundation of the Western civilization. And Islamism destroy the pillar of liberty, because the God they believe in is not the Israeli God, is not the Jewish God. Okay, the God of free choice, the God of liberty, the God they believe in is the God of tyranny. When they did what they did at the 7th of October, they did it in a much worse way than the Nazis. We're talking now at the Yom HaShoah, the Memorial Day in Israel for the Holocaust Memorial Day. Okay, the Nazis tried to hide what they did because they were part of, unfortunately, of the Western culture. Okay, the Islamo-Nazis from Gaza, they did everything. We got the whole Holocaust in one day, one concentrate day or day and a half at the 7th of October. They were religiously proud of what they did. They took pictures and photos and they called their parents and look what I did. I just killed the father and raped the mother and burned the kid, and I did all this and Allahu Akbar. They did it religious. This is their God. This is Islamism. So they both connect to each other to destroy these two pillars of Western society, because that's the goal, to destroy the civilization, the Western civilization. Now, how do you destroy this civilization? Who is your first enemy? Who is your first enemy that brought to the world these two concepts of identity and liberty? It's the Jewish nation. Because from Mount Sinai, 3,300 years ago, we represented God to the world. I mean, the whole nation of Israel stood there and saw God. We don't just testify the existence of one God, of course, one God, to the monotheistic concept to the world, but also, and by that we brought the concept of identity to the world, but also through the Ten Commandments that we got from that God, at the same time, we brought the concept of liberty to the world, because the Ten Commandments not only saying there is one God, they saying do not murder. And not only my servant cannot murder, also I, the king, cannot murder, because we all equal under the wings of the Almighty, the King of all kings. And suddenly, and there's the same law to the strongest and to the weakest at the society. This is what brings the concept of liberty to the world, which was completely new at the time. Okay, so the people that brought these two pillars that built the Western civilization are the first enemies of these two ideologies, even though it seems like they have no connection between them, but they have one enemy, and this is their one common enemy, and this is the Jewish nation and the state of Israel that represent them.
Just quickly, we've all heard of heaven, hell, and the afterlife, and at some point I'm sure you've given it some thought. But the Jewish view is radically different from almost everything you've been taught, and once you hear it, it will change how you understand life itself. Have a watch of the trailer for our new JTV Plus documentary called Heaven, Hell, and the Afterlife, and you can watch the full film right now by clicking the link below in the video description. Across the world, the afterlife is described in simple terms: heaven above, hell below, the devil waiting to tempt you, and a humanity born in original sin. But Judaism tells a story that is older, deeper, and far more hopeful, less obsessed with fear and more rooted in purpose. A story where the soul is not born guilty, but born noble, where the body is not the enemy, but the partner, where the devil isn't God's rival, but his assistant, because Judaism has no second power, where hell exists, but not forever, where heaven exists, but not as the final destination, and where the real end of the human story is resurrection, not escape. Judaism views history as a mission, not a mistake. Other civilizations teach that we are here to earn our way into heaven. Judaism teaches that we are here to bring heaven down to earth. And to understand what happens after we die, we first have to understand why we're here in the first place. In this JTV Plus documentary, we're going to reveal the Jewish vision of life after death, one of the most misunderstood ideas, but if understood correctly, can transform your very understanding of life itself. To watch this JTV Plus documentary and access much more premium content, click on the link in the video description.